So the first Crip that hit prison, Raymond Washington, they tried to murder him. I don't know why they keep spreading all these stories about us and the Black Panthers was one. This is a way for them to justify the pimping, the killing, all that weird shit they be doing, trying to make it like it's in the name of the Black Panthers. No. What happened was, even Danifu Kareem Bey, who wrote our Constitution in 72, which I talk about in here, I talk about how that was 2 years later. You see what I'm saying? Like, we had already started and we was already like fighting and killing each other as Crips. So he came with a Constitution to stop that. Like, no, y'all niggas tripping on each other. Y'all tripping on everybody. Hold on. And it just, got watered down, died down along with that, because you got Raymond Washington gets locked up at 74. That's when the Bloods Coalition really kicks off. Because Raymond Washington wasn't trying to make division. Remember, he was trying to unite everybody. So once he was out the picture, they could super divide it. You feel me? Now I talk about how Tookie and them, I'm glad I'm up here with you too. We can get to some Islam. Tookie and them, what they don't want to talk about is that they was really going against more science. How about that? Because T.Rogers came, see, I don't want to talk about this. They would always make it, boogie, boogie, get your dance on, Crip walk. Nah, this shit was deep, bro. Shout out to Chief Malik, free Chief Malik. Chief Malik, probably the only Crip you gonna hear say some shit like that. Chief Malik sent T.Rogers. Well, let me calm down. I ain't gonna say he sent, but he for sure got the sanction from Chief Malik to start a chapter in LA. They became Bloods later. They actually helped form Bloods. So what happened was they recruited LA Brims. LA Brims was already around. Like I said, everything's real. So the LA Brims was not Bloods. They were some niggas that wore Brims, that had fly cars, got women who want. When they recruited them into the BPS fold, they start teaching them, the Montu martial arts, the Morris stuff. They paying the money. They traveling. They probably going to Chicago, tapping in. They doing their shit. This is around the time, when he tapped in with Gaddafi. This is historical shit, bro, that they don't want to connect to LA, because then it lets us know that us as a people, gang or not, bro, you know where the wars really came from, bro? From us trying to decide who gonna get the final word for us to run it as one. It really was like a righteous cause at first. You feel me? It was a power struggle.
Is this? I'm gonna stick to this because this is literature. But look, while it's on my mind, let me ask you.
Yes, sir.
Did power struggles, internal beef destroy y'all, or was it crack in the CIA?
Crack in the CIA.
Damn.
My mama smoked crack. My brother owned crystal right there. This shit's still going on. I just saw my niece. I just saw her on Soft White Underbelly bragging about being a hoe and all that. My mama don't come from that type of lifestyle, but once them drugs got in, anything goes. You know what I'm saying? I didn't watch full blocks fall apart from just one person getting high. All it takes is one mama to get high, and everybody can go kick it at her house and do everything that we can't do in the other houses. That's all it takes to turn the whole block out.
That's crazy.
And I'm gonna tell you why it's so bad. Crack affected all of us, but the reason why I feel it had a peculiar effect on LA is because everybody knows about the Freeway Rick and the Waterhead Bo and how they kind of started off here with the whole experimentation of how they was gonna do it. Even Richard Siegel, the white boy who said they was testing the crack on monkeys and all that at UCLA. They used LA as like a starting ground. And to prove it to you, hey, this is where Hollywood at? This shit's all a movie, bro. They put the whole shit together. We're going to have a nigga standing here like this. We're going to have Marlon Wayans be the fake old dog for drinking your juice in the hood. Like, all that shit was like mapped out. Because they came with the crack and the gangster movies in the late 80s. That's when Colors and all that came out.
Yeah. Now back to what you said. You was like all that literature and stuff. Y'all didn't do that on the West Coast. But let me just ask this though: if I come out to LA and I meet you and I say I'm 40's Crip, do you be like, okay, what your 3 C's stand for? Who the founder? What year? What block? Do y'all do any of that to verify?
I'm so glad you said that. So the reason why. Because I'm gonna just go back to the first question you asked. We do not defecate, Raymond. We do not shield none of that. We don't, a lot of us don't even study that because we don't do lit. I'm gonna put it like this, bro. I'm gonna put it like this. Huh?
How you know if I'm a real Crip?
I don't care if you real, I don't care. Crips beef with Crips. I don't care if you real Crip. Who are you to me? See what I'm saying? You could be a real Crip. That's cool, and you gotta remember you in Mecca. That's like going to Mecca saying I'm a Muslim, bro. You think a nigga give a fuck?
That's a good point.
He gonna want to know what tribe you part of. And then when he go to that tribe is probably a whole city. So you gonna want to know who you up under directly. And then he still ain't gonna care. He gonna be, okay, that's where you go. Get about my face. So, you know what I mean? When you come out here, then nobody care that you a Crip. Matter of fact, you want to be really real sad as it may say, coming out here saying I'm a Crip may get you hurt because Crips beef with other Crips and Bloods and Hoovers and all that. So unless you like a gangster Crip, that don't even mean that, but they get along with more hoods than like a neighborhood Crip, like the ones that we've been discussing a lot. Shit, nigga. You better be tapped in with your homies, because if you come out here just freelancing, woo, that shit don't mean nothing. It ain't. But the point is, my bad to stop hopping all around. Ain't nobody finna ask you that. I've never been asked that in my life. I'm gonna tell you how the questioning go. Hey, where you from? I'm from. Woo. Okay, like I don't know you. I ain't never seen you. Who you up under? Who is you? Cuz that's how it's gonna go. Dead homies. It ain't gonna. You gonna wish it was a 3C founder and all that. Nigga don't give a fuck if you know all of that. He gonna be like, a nigga might get mad if you start saying some shit like that. Like, nigga, I'm a Crip. I know the founder. The nigga be like, what the, huh? Because that's like a nigga saying I'm Italian. I know who found Italy. Ain't nobody gonna be like, oh, okay, you're an Italian. You know all the information. Yeah, like no.
That's that thing. I mean, East Coast, Midwest thing. Okay,
but check it out though. I've been on the East Coast. I've been in the Midwest. Even out there, bro, it's like I feel like they was just doing that because it's a different direction. Like when you go to the East, it comes from the prison to the street. It seems like.
Yeah, that's correct. Exactly. That what you just said.
So in that way, I get it. And it may be weird coming from an LA nigga saying I get it because we always, nah, that ain't how it go. But that's why I'm CripJesus, nigga. I'm one of the few niggas that I got locked up on the East Coast and all that, bro. So I really kind of get it. You feel what I'm saying? So when I seen how it goes from the jail to the street, it made sense to me then. They're not expecting you to be born into this. They're expecting you to learn it, pick it up, and know your shit. Out here is expected like, nigga, who your uncle or who put you on? There we go. That's the question that's gonna break it all the way down. Once we done saying I don't know you and fighting you a couple times and all that, we still gonna ask you who put you on.
In y'all county jails, I be hearing the stories about like, oh, you come to a rock, where you from? You got to line up 3-4 phase. Is that true?
Yes. You gotta fight all your enemies.
Wait. I'm 40's Crip.
So that means the number could vary. It could be 8 niggas. It could be 1 nigga. You could turn it down. I don't know how this gonna turn out for you, but you gotta fight your enemies.
But look. I'm 40's Crip. I come in. I'm not saying y'all beef with them, but I'm 40's Crip. I come in the 8 trade dorm, and let's just say we beefing. They gonna come to me and tell me I gotta fight 3, 4, 5 people in a row?
Yes. They're not gonna just come and tell you you're gonna do it, or you're gonna be a buster.
Do you get breaks in between, like 5-10 minutes?
No, you gotta fight. You gotta remember though, bro. Before we just make it like, oh, they torturing niggas in the county. Remember, we get put-ons. So the whole point of this is training you for that the whole time.
But I'm saying, man, I can't fight folk dudes back to back. It's like, now basically,
yes, you can fight 4 or 5 at once. Yes, you can. Once that energy kick in. Once they try to attack your ass.
So what if I come in and I say I don't gangbang, I'm from Michigan? Would they give me a pass?
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't gangbang, you ain't got no enemies. But I mean, that don't mean you ain't gonna get into it with nobody or nothing. Like, you know what I mean? They even got some shit now. I wasn't there for this. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not no county expert. Like, I'm one of them dudes that got sentenced as a young age and they already tried me as an adult. So I spent like a week in the county just to catch the chain. Now I've been to the county one time since I've been out. It was a couple of days I bailed right out. But I can say this though, that even for the little week I was in the county, that gang banging is like the first thing. You kind of get what I'm saying? So you're going to catch them fades immediately. Now, everything else is just going to be based on like how niggas talk, how they move, how it is. It's just horrible up in that LA County. Don't get confused. It ain't the whole county like that. That's one county. It's LA County. Like how New York, you keep hearing about Rikers Island. That ain't the whole New York State. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like in Michigan. Wayne County. I hear about that motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? But it ain't like you hearing about the whole Michigan. You feel what I'm saying? But this is what it is, bro. When we get put on, we fight in a group. Then when we go to juvenile hall, That's kind of how it is. You fight all your enemies in juvenile hall. As crazy as it may sound, you fight all your enemies in juvenile hall. In county, it's like a break. Like, okay, we fighting just this many or that many, but it's bad because you're grown. It's ugly, and you're probably gonna fight some more after that. But I say all of that to say, I heard now they got some shit called tuna, Friday night tuna nights, turned up non-affiliate. So it's like even if you don't bang, they got like shit where they fighting or something. I don't know. That shit crazy. I don't know about that one. But
I mean, you can't, like when you get an intake and they ask you all them questions, you can't just say, hey, look, I'm 40's Crip, and they send you to the right dorm.
It ain't like that though. What, they got a dorm just for the 40s? Like, it ain't gonna never be like that, because it's just like the whole LA is gangs, bro. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. I know, because it's like out the way it became on TV. I mean, fuck TV. The way it is now, it's so big, right? Because you could be from 40's Crip, you may live in the valley, here, there, wherever. But if you take the gang mentality that we put on it and just look at it for what it is, it's really just a fucked up ass city. Because you're telling me that, think about what I'm trying to say to you, bro. The cop don't know about 40's Crip, XL, they neighborhood, they this, that. They may know about it if they study it. But at the end of the day, they just looking at a bunch of niggas that don't like each other. I came in, so it ain't really like, no, okay, 40s go here, 30s. They've tried that before, like, okay, the Crips get along, the Bloods get along. But it's like, we had a Crip dorm before in the county, and guess what happened? The Crips started raping each other in that motherfucker.
Rape?
Yeah, because you had this is when, like, the Hoover.
Wait, hold on. You said rape?
It got that bad at a point.
RAPE?
When you hearing them stories, they not made up, bro. Yeah.
Oh, I just didn't think Crips would allow that.
Don't drop the soul, but no, they don't, bro. You're right. Let me explain that. You're right. I went a little hard. Okay, look, what I'm saying is this, bro. That's not allowed. But you gotta ask yourself this, and I tell niggas this all the time. When is a rule made, bro? When something happens, right? Somebody had to do that enough times for us to make that a rule. See what I'm saying? So back in BGF era, they made a rule to stop the rape shit because niggas was like Marilyn Manson and all them niggas. Oh, not Marilyn Manson, that's a rock and roll star. What's that dude name? Charles Manson was getting touched up in that thing. You feel what I'm saying? All these dudes was getting ran through, so that became the BGF rule. Now, what happened was that's in prison. So at some point, I wasn't there, but at some point, you feel what I'm saying? I don't know if it was the late 70s or 80s, but at some point, probably even the 90s, at some point when they divided it to the Crip and Blood module, the Crip module, all the Crip beef started making their way to the Crip module. You see what I'm saying now? Like, it kept getting worse and worse and worse because the majority of the city was Crip. So if you get what I'm saying, like, the real reason was because the Bloods were short, bro. The Bloods get into each other now. So it's never about love and unity. It's like gangs are gangs. And the LA attitude is the LA attitude. Niggas get into each other. So Crips were so deep at that point, it just started turning into Crip beefs along with the Blood stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So the Blood dorm, I don't know what was going on in there. I guarantee you it wasn't nice or nothing. Like, it was I'm pretty sure it was cracking over there too. But the Crip dorm, the reason I brought that R word up is it eventually got that goddamn bad. That I've heard stories of that happen. Niggas getting tied up and all type of shit.
Can you explain again the difference between moving, grooving, hooving?
No, moving, grooving, swooping.
Okay.
It's a MSG moving. No, MGS. This came about, I want to say like 10, 15 years ago. It was the Gangsters, Bloods, and Hoovers against specifically like the A-Trays, A-Tray Hoovers and Inglewood families, like just ones that like super had an intense beef with neighborhoods to where that's like you gotta look at it like this. Like, I know how it's supposed to go. Okay, we beef with y'all beef with that. But what happened is when there's an actual beef, like, you gotta get what I'm saying. Like, yeah, we beef with y'all, but we don't see you every day. It ain't going there. When there's an actual war going on, and 2 or 3 hoods got this war going on with the same hood, this happens. This is not the only time this happened. It's just the first time it happened where it was like a full line, if you get what I'm saying. Like, you had shit like apples, grapes, and oranges, where it was like the bounty hunters, the grapes, and the Hoovers, shit like that, where it was like certain hoods. But this is the first time it was like, remember, moving is all gangsters. It ain't just they trade. You know what I'm saying? So whooping is all the blood. It ain't just so it got so bad with that shit that they had certain bloods had to be like, nah, we ain't with that. Hold on, we don't like the Hoovers. Or you know what I'm saying? Certain gangsters had to be like, nah, we ain't with that shit. We fuck with the like, you know what I mean? But it got there. And I'm gonna tell you something, real talk. I seen it coming because when I was in juvenile hall, they started splitting us up like that. Like how you were saying, like the fighting was getting so intense that they started putting all neighborhood Crips and their allies on one side, and then all like the Hoovers and their allies on one side. It wasn't even about the Crip blood divide anymore.
To even know that, they would have to have some intel, huh?
To be real with you, when I saw that happen in juvenile hall, it wasn't from intel. It was because the fights, like whenever they would put certain people on certain sides, they'd be getting jumped and shit. You feel what I'm saying? They'd be like, damn. Like, so they start just saying, like, okay, we notice everybody that came through here with Hoover, when you go on this side, it goes real, real bad. If we go on this side, you may fight one or two people and it's cool. Like, you get what I'm saying? So they just started naturally dividing it up like that.
Damn, you Randall from recess, you tell a lie. I'm like the Weight Watchers, I use my scale a lot. Stop window shopping 1 packs, you gon' be a seller 9. You ain't never seen no bullets at them or trailer out. My bitch remind me of RJ, she always trippin'. They get into it with us to turn the salsa chips, they always dippin'. Yeah, we could do the same shit, but I say it different. My young boys Jehovah Witness, they be paying visits. How you a player like you say you was for that pussy you paying pimpin'? Everything I put out so raw, you just can't sniff. I got the best O-line, even on goal line, you can't bliss it. You not a hustler, you keep getting in front of, you just can't flip it. You ain't really got it, you P. Diddy, you be remixing. Oh, where you just got a new Glock? That's a free biscuit. Petty Tupac know what's up, you know on the mill ticket. They probably for your music a little more if you real with it. I get that sniff and put my heel in. You have PlayStation party meetings, I'm about real big. I'm a SCD, I'm here, you don't like it, gotta deal with it. I don't like that boat, but it's so low, I'ma still get it. If you drink it green lean, take a pill with it. I hope every real nigga doing time get a pill with it. They say real, don't say they real, but I'm a real nigga. I ain't lying, even if I was blind, I wouldn't feel niggas.